AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cotton Bowl MVP in this stadium in 2020, Ramondre Stevenson. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Now a man who had some big years in a Cowboy uniform. Here's Zeke. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. You look at this Cowboy defense. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now Jones. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back
and try and get right.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd down, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal roll.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Cowboy defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the Pats.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing Jones. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. DeMario Douglas with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
On 1st and 10, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Patriots 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. A good play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Prescott now. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's down to the 12. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Jones on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it, but he just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Turpin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Douglas, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Look downfield. He's been open all day.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Stay on point, fellas. All right, let's control the clock. Who's on 47? Dreamer makes the dreamer. Take it to him. Kill it, kill. Push through, baby. Let's do this. Listen.
Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. So they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Aubrey go to the PAT. And a round is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 9-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Here's Jones on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
Just keep the ball moving.
Let's get in that end zone.
Play action now. Prescott. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Wiggles free. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 39, Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, 42 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
That's it. That's it. Hit the crossbar.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield.
Don't let him get away with that. Get that one right, Red. Cheat. You got caught.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Come on, boys. Come on. You gotta get that. All right, let's this is a sleep.
Lamb will go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
Keep the ball moving.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
What's the point on the scoreboard?
On play action, Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. To the air again, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Got it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Running left is Stevenson. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap to run.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Stevenson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
35-yard line.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On third down, here's Stevenson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Running right, it's Pollard. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
Here's Pollard again. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now 2nd and 5. They toss it down to Pollard.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Pollard going to try the right side. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pollard one more time. And another negative play there as they stop him again. Wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
3 yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive with White. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Clancy gets the check down throw to White. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clancy.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Clancy, he's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you...
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on second down, Clancy. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Clancy throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, Clancy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, go Fury. Claws red. Steel, black. Blue, go. Check white. Fury, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Clancy. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick throw complete, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course.
Now, that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clancy. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clancy. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. But it's caught. Tompkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Clancy. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Falcons 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready, break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Okay. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hurry, hurry. Drill green. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will tie things at 17. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what...
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Let's get some momentum, heroes! Control the trenches! Let's show them momentum offense! Yeah!
2nd and 11. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Robinson on a give right side, down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield to go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off-play action. Clancy. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 4.
Right here, one time.
Back to throw. Clancy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 40 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Clancy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on 1st down, Clancy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Clancy flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't going to run against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their program and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the RPO, that's complete right side. Stops short. Down at the wing. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Complete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he'll slide to a hunt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Off-play action. Clancy. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Clancy.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
Given 16 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Robinson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They throw it out right complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20. They'll head out of bounds inside inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
It's the score, Buccaneers 41, Falcons 31.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Check smash. Keep it rolling, fellas. Green jack. Let's go offense. White, white. Arm down like a lawnmower, baby. Black shot. This is huge. Don't let us down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That's caught by Pitts. On the move past the 30. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come on with it.
On the other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
So with it even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with it even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into a shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Operating from the gun, Clancy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Clancy. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ultra.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.